Good morning. This is Embedded System DET 3102. Course outcome. Students will be able to select the relevant microcontrollers for various industrial applications. Students will be able to use embedded C programming language to maintain the embedded system. Students will be able to interpret the communication standards of embedded systems. Students will be able to develop basic applications of embedded systems. Students will be able to interpret features of real-time operating systems. We are now discussing and trying to understand the programs of 8051 in embedded C, how to execute it on the Keil Macrovision 5. So what we have till now done is we have discussed these programs in detail. We have parallelly discussed the downloading of Keil Macrovision, installation of the Keil Macrovision. Also, we have discussed the various menu of the Keil Macrovision software package, drop-down menus, and how to use the Keil Macrovision 5 to simulate the embedded C 8051 embedded C programs. For that we have to save the file by we have to save as a .c file, then we have to build this file, then we have to go for the start debugging session. In debugging session, we can run the or execute the code. So that simulates the code, and when we run or execute the code, we can observe the outputs on the peripheral I/O ports, whatever the outputted on the I/O ports, and we have done this for few programs in previous lecture, and we will continue the remaining programs in this lecture. So let us switch to Macrovision Keil Macrovision 5 software package. I launched this software package. So we have done this program yesterday. We have to build it. 0 error, 0 warning. Then there will be code running. Okay. F5, that is run. Start code execution. Code execution started, and we have to check port P1, isn't it? I will enable port P1, and port P1 will have FD-FC 01, FE 03, all this data. Okay, and this we have discussed yesterday also. That is about saving the ASCII numbers, ASCII symbols, +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3, +4, -4 as ASCII symbols when we enclose them into a curly bracket and equate it to the array name is mynum, and square bracket is there in front of it. So this array will be saved with this ASCII numbers +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3, +4, -4. And one counter or pointer of the array is defined, that is Z. We will take Z as a pointer of the array. This is the variable which will take the values from 0 to 8, because there are 8 elements in the array, plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 plus 3 minus 3 plus 4 minus 4, total 8 elements are there. Plus 1 minus 1, 2 elements, plus 2 minus 2, 2 additional elements, total 4, plus 3 minus 3, again 2 elements, total 6, and plus 4 minus 4, again 2 elements, that is total 8 elements are there in the array. Every element is having its index. That means whenever we will have minum in square bracket 0, it will indicate or give plus 1 element. One element, first element. Minum into square bracket 1, it will indicate second element. Minum into square bracket plus 2, it will indicate third element. Minum into square bracket minus 2, it will indicate minum into square bracket 3, it will indicate minus 2. Minum into square bracket 4, it will indicate plus 3. Minum into square bracket 5, it will indicate minus 3. Minum into and in square bracket 6, it will indicate 4 plus 4, and minus in square bracket 8, it will indicate minus 4. So Z is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So minum Z, minum 1, minum 2, minum 3, minum into square bracket 3. It will indicate 3 or give a third element. So first element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element, seventh element, eighth element, we will assign to port 1, P1. When we assign ASCII character to the port P1 will show its hex coding, hex code. And hex codes, as we know, are like this. It will display the value 1, FF, 2, FE, 3, FD, 4, FC, for plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2, and so on. Okay. It will display 1, FF, 2, FE, 3, FD, 4, FC, and so on. Okay, this is the program. And this is showing now. If you can check this. One FF, 2 FE, 3 FD, 4 FC, 1 FF, 2 FE, 3 FD, 4 FC, 1 FF, 2 FE, 3 FD, 4 FC. Okay. It is showing. So I will stop this execution. I will stop the debug session. Okay. Complete port we have. So yesterday's program was so what we have to do here is there is a mybit 5, include REG 51. So what is required is write an 8051C program to toggle bit D0 of port P1, P1.0 50,000 times. Okay, what is the difference between the previous toggle program and this toggle program? Here we are toggling bit D0. Here we are toggling bit D0 of port P1, P1.0, 0th bit of P1, P1.0, isn't it? P1.0 we are toggling, only single bit we are toggling. And in the previous yesterday's program, we have toggled complete port, that is all 8 bit 0 to 7. Here we are toggling only single bit. How to toggle it? By using bitwise operator. My bit operator is there. My bit variable is there, and yes bit is the declaration. Notice here that yes bit is above void, before void, and P1 cap or hat 0. That hat 0 indicates zeroth bit. You can change to 1 bit, 2 bit, second bit, third bit, 3, 4, fourth bit. Okay, any bit we can assign. Then main void menu is there. Unsigned integer z is there. For z is equal to 0. For z is equal to 0, z less than 50,000, increment z, and my bit equal to 0, my bit equal to 1. If we directly use my bit equal to 0, my bit equal to 1, we may not observe the 50,000 toggles because it is very fast. So we have to provide the delay. So let us go to Macrovision. Save the program, build it. Zero error, zero warning. So we cannot observe it. It just executed 50,000 times. To observe that, okay, to observe that, I will stop the execution, I will stop the debug session. To observe that, we have to add the for loops. Let us add for loop with x. I will remove y. For loop of x equal to 0, x less than 2500, x plus plus. This is one for loop that will give the delay. Similarly, my bit equal to 0, delay is there. Similarly, my bit equal to 1, again one delay can be added for x equal to 0, x less than 2500, x plus plus. This is one more delay. This delay allows us to notice, watch, observe the output, because after my bit equal to 0 it stays for some time. Very small delay is there. And again for my bit equal to 1, it again stays for very small time with another for loop. So for loop are ended with semicolon, so they are executing only for themselves. No extra, next instruction is connected to them. Okay, so save this, build this. There is zero error, zero warning. Start the debug session, run the code, and we can observe here. Let us observe on the port P1. 0th bit is toggling, isn't it? 0th bit is toggling. Zeroth bit is toggling 50,000 times. is over because it is very fast. Delay is very small. That's why some of the executions we are observing, not all 50,000. It is running very fast. We have to provide the delay of say 0.1 or 0.25 second, then possibly we can observe the each and every toggling. Now it has gone into for semicolon semicolon semicolon, that is infinite loop. First it executes my bit equal to 0, then for loop delay, then my bit equal to 1, for loop delay under z for loop with the z variable it executes. So z equal to 0, z less than 50,000, increment z. Under this loop it executes my bit 0, my bit 1 with some delay, yes, for loops. For 50,000 times it executes, and then it goes for infinite loop, because always the embedded C programs requires infinite loop. Okay, finite duration programs will give errors. Okay, so this is for 0th bit. Any bit we can check. I will stop the execution, I will stop the debug session, and I will change the bit from P1.0 to P1.1 say. I will save, I will build. Yes, bit my bit P1 hat 1, that is P1.1. 0 error, 0 warning, we can see here. Start the debug session, run the program, and you can observe P1.1, bit number 1, bit number 0 is not toggling, bit number 1 is toggling. Okay, bit number 1 is toggling. So it will toggle for 50,000 times and stop. All 50,000 times we may not observe because it is very fast. Due to delay, some of the outputs we are observing. $50,000 is completed. It is stopped now, toggling. So I will stop the execution, I will stop the debug session. Any other bit you can toggle with this, say 5th number bit. I will save it, build it, 0 error, 0 warning. Start the debug session, run the code, 5th bit is executing. Fifth bit will execute now. No other bits are toggling. 0th bit is not toggling. First bit is not toggling. Second, third, 4th are not toggling. 6th, 7th are not toggling. Only 5th bit is toggling. 5 number bit, not 5th. 5 number bit is toggling. So P1.5 toggled 50,000 times. Now it is stopped and it is gone into infinite loop. I will stop the execution. I will stop the debug session. Now we can check for suppose 7th bit, that is MSB. P1 hat 7, I will save it, I will build it. 0 error, 0 warning. I will start the debug session and I will run the code. 7th bit is toggling. Okay. So in this way we can toggle single bit, and any bit can be defined with that port name and hat and bit name. Port name, hat, bit name. P1 hat 7, P1 hat 6, 1.6, P1 hat 5, 1.5, P1.5, P1 hat 4, P1.4, P1 hat 3, P1.3, P1 hat 2, P1.2, P1 hat 1, P1.1, P1 hat 0, P1.0, and this is stopped. Now I will stop the execution. I will stop the debug session. So we have seen this program. We have seen this program with a single bit D0 of port P1 can be toggled. Okay, we have added here the delay to observe the my bit 0 and my bit 1, and we have added at the end in the while main loop the forever executing loop. Otherwise it will not show, it will not execute, it will show error. It all the embedded C programs must be infinite loop execution. Either it will start with the infinite loop or it should be ending with the infinite loop. So it will always in the infinite loop. So next program we will check. What is the next program? Toggle the bits of P1 continuously forever with some delay. So that actually we have toggled. Already done, isn't it? On and off. Let us check. Let us check. Delay size unknown. So this is include the REG51.h void main void, curly bracket of void main void starts, curly bracket of void main void ends. Okay, these two cyan colored are shown for that. Then unsigned integer x is there. Unsigned integer x variable is defined here. Then forever loop is there. For semicolon semicolon repeat the forever loop. Then for infinite loop these are the curly braces. So for infinite loop for semicolon semicolon this makes the block of instructions because there is no semicolon after for round bracket, isn't it? After for round bracket no semicolon is there. So next instruction or next group of instruction, okay, block of instruction is connected with for semicolon semicolon, associated with for semicolon semicolon. So next block of 4 instructions are executed infinite times forever with the for semicolon semicolon. So P1 equals to 0x55, for x equal to 0, x less than 40,000, x plus plus, delay size is unknown, comment is written. P1 equal to 0x A, for x equal to 0, for x less than 40,000, x plus plus. I will save this, build it. So comment is having the error because there is a space in between two backslash. There should not be space. Without space, two backslash should be there. So I will save it and build it. There is a syntax error for semicolon. Okay. Here 55 is not having semicolon. Missing. Save it, build it. So 0 error, 0 warning. 0 error, 0 warning. I will start the debug session. I will run the code execution and we can observe the 55 and AA toggling. This is toggling of complete port. Single bit toggling just we have seen, and complete port toggling we are observing. So 55 is 01010101 and AA is 10101010. They both are complementing individual bits. In 55, whichever are the bit having one value, in AA those bit values are 0. In 55, whichever the value are 0, in AA these bits are 1. So 55 and AA are complementing each other bitwise. So they can toggle. 55 is outputted. Whatever the locations of 0, when A outputted becomes 1. When 55 is outputted, whatever the locations of 1, bit 1, these locations are bit 0 in AA. This is toggling. Okay. So I will stop this program and we can change the 55 to 00, AA to FF, and they are also complementing. Save, build, 0 warning, start the debug session and run it, and it will have 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0, all are 0, all become 1, all are 1, all become 0, 0 become 1, 1 become 0. This is toggling, complete port toggling. So I will stop this program. Any combination you can do for this. Stop the then next program is 895C51C program to toggle the bit of port P1 continuously for 250 millisecond delay. Okay. So this 250 millisecond delay we have to use with MS delay. The program below is related for 89C420 with crystal 11.0592 megahertz. Okay, MS delay. Let us check. This MS delay is the function return. Okay, one function is main function, and after main function the MS delay function is written, which is defined as a function above main. After include, it is defined. Okay, and in this function MS delay unsigned integer I time is passed the argument, and that I time is 250, and unsigned I and j are there. Unsigned integer I and j, for loop of I and j are there. So I executes for passed argument, that is 250 I time, and j executes with 1275. Let us check that. So include array51.h void ms delay unsigned integer. So this is definition, defined the function, ms delay function is defined. Then void main, void is there, main function starts. This is the curly bracket opening and curly bracket closing, cyan color we are seeing. So these are the curly bracket open, curly bracket closing, main function, instruction block. So in that while 1 is there, repeat forever, and P1 while 1 is having this much block of instruction, curly bracket opening, curly bracket closing. So P1 is equal to 55, ms delay 250, P1 equal to A, ms delay 250. And what is ms delay is the function body given after the main function. Void ms delay unsigned integer I time. Okay, so I time is there, so which is name given for the output I time. Okay, I time is a name given. I time means for counter I. So I saved the program. Okay, I saved the program. I build it, zero error, zero warning, and I start the debug session. So we are observing P1 port. So P1 is appearing. It is already selected. I will start run. And we observe the 250 millisecond delay. Okay. There is no unknown delay now. It is 250 millisecond delay. Now you can change this 250 millisecond delay to half second, that is 500 millisecond. You can change it to 1 second, you can change it to any 1.5 second, 2 second, 3 second, 5 second. Can we do it for half second, that is 500 millisecond? Stop the execution, stop the debug session and make it 500. Delay is 500 millisecond. Save, build, zero error, zero warning, start debug session, okay. Run the code execution. I think 250 is running quite well. So what we can do is we can define and have the for loop. X equal to 0, x less than 2, x is incremented. And we'll keep this at 250 only. So once it is executing 500 millisecond time delay, and once it is 250. We can make both 500 by putting one more for loop. Now 0 warning, debug session started, run the code. So okay, I think we have to initialize the 420 microcontroller in the simulation. We have to initialize the device 420. So this is the microcontroller, and it is having the crystal frequency megahertz, isn't it? Okay, I will save this, build it, 0 warning, start the debug session, start the run, and peripherals IO port 1. It is 750 millisecond. Let us make it 1 second. It is 1 second now, isn't it? It is 1 second. Let us check for 2 seconds, that is 8, x less than 8. So 8 times 250, so it is 2 second. Save, build, 0 warning, debug session started, execution started. It has become 2 second now. It has become 2 second. So if you choose the proper device, that is Dulles DS89C420 with its proper crystal frequency 11 megahertz, 11 point something, then it can simulate very well. Now it is simulating very well, correctly. Okay. I stop it and make for say 5 seconds, make it 20 and check. Save it, build it, zero error, zero warning, start the debugging session, execute the code. Now it is 5 seconds. May not be exact 5 seconds. Why? Because the crystal frequency is not matching. We have to go for exact crystal frequency. But we are having approximately 5 seconds and we can extend it to say 10 seconds by making it 40. Save. Start debug session, start the execution. This is 10 seconds. May not be exactly 10 seconds. It is, seems less than 10 seconds, but it is having more delay than previous one. Okay. I will stop now. Execution. Stop the debug session. And we go for next program. All bit toggling with the same program. All bit toggling. Image delay for P0 and P2. It is for P0 and P2. It was for all bit toggling for P1. Now we'll check for P0 and P2. We'll add P0 and P2 again. So P0 equals to 0x55 semicolon. P1 is also there. Let us take P2 also. P2 equals to 0x55. Similarly, P0 equals to 0x55 and P2 equals to 0x AA. Here we have to make AA for P0, P1, P2. Save it. Saved. Build it. Build. Zero error, zero warning. Start the debug session. Yes. And execute. Start the execution. Code execution. Parallel port 1 is seen because already it is enabled. Let us enable port 0. Let us enable port 2. Also enable port 3. So port 3 is there, port 2 is there, and port 0 is there. Port 0 is toggling, port 1 is toggling, port 2 is toggling, isn't it? But port 3 is not toggling. It is not toggled in the program. Code we have to write for port 3 also. So port 0 is toggling, port 1 is toggling, port 2 is toggling. What we have done? We have used the ms delay. We have defined the function before main function, ms delay function, which is returning void, but it is having the argument unsigned integer. Then void main void is there, its function block is written, and after completion of the void main void function block, instruction block, the next whatever function defined ms delay is there, its function details are written. Function is written void ms delay unsigned integer I time. I time is for time for I loop. I less than I time, isn't it? This is the variable which is passed. And in place of I time, what we are passing in the main is 250. 2 times it is used, ms delay. Okay. Every time 250 is passed. Okay. So loop for I counter runs for 250 times and loop for j counter runs for 1275 times. But for complete 250 times, loop for j runs each I value. So 250 into 1275 times totally the execution is going on. Okay. So again we can add the port 3 also. I will stop the execution. I will stop the debug session and we can add port 3 also. P3 equals to 0x55 semicolon, and here P3 equals to 0x AA semicolon. Save, build, zero error, zero warning, start the debug session. Okay, and start the code execution. So it is toggling port 0, all beans, all IO lines, port 1, all pins, port 2, all pins, port 3, all pins. So port 0 IO lines are toggling, port 1, 2, 3 IO lines pins are toggling. Okay. And delay we have kept approximately 40 times ms delay will be used. If we use it for 5 times more, it may be 10 seconds, I think. Yes, it is now approximately 10 seconds. Around 10 seconds we can say. So we have to properly set the counter to accommodate the to tally with the crystal frequency. Okay. So today we have seen one more thing, that is execution, writing of the function and executing it. Okay. So quite long delay is there, and this delay is with ms delay function defined and written in the embedded C code. So I will stop the code execution. I will stop the debug session. Okay. So what we have seen is C program. We have sent the values 0 to FF, 00 to FF on port P1. For that we have run the for loop from 0 to 255, and each time we are sending P1 equals to Z into it on this port. So if you want to watch this very correctly, accurately, we can use this program. Okay, in the same program. Now this program we can save for our future reference, isn't it? I will save it at the end, because it is a program with delay function, isn't it? So what we do now is, with the same delay, we execute this. Okay, we'll put the delay after P1 equal to Z. So we execute this, isn't it? So we unsigned Z is required, that is Z here, comma X is also required. Then P1 we are outputting as a Z. Okay. And each time we are giving the delay to the P1, so we have to put the curly bracket to combine the P1 and its delay, isn't it? Instead of single instruction, now we are clubbing the delay also. So it is now okay. Save, build, zero error, zero warning. What we have done? We have defined the ms delay, unsigned integer, main void main, unsigned integer z and x variables are there, while 1 for your loop. So this is the body of while 1 and this is the block of main. So this is the block of while 1, and in while 1 what we are doing, for loop with z equal to 0, z less than or equal to 255 increment z. So z is varying from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 255, 254, 5, and we are outputting that z value. Once we output 0, then we output 1, then we output 2, and each time we are giving some delay, say for x and ms delay function. Ms delay function is written after the main. So save and build is there, no zero error, zero warning. I will start the debug session. Okay, execute the program. So for P1 we are watching. I will remove away 0 and 2 and 3 port. For P1 we are watching. What we are watching? 0 is outputted, delay is there. Now 1 is outputted, delay is there. 2 is outputted, delay is there. So delay is quite long because 200 counter we have saved. Then 3 is outputted. Let us make this delay small. I will stop this and make the delay small. Instead of 200, we will keep it 20. Okay, so very small delay. Build is 0 error, 0 warning. Start the debug session and start the program. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, F. Then 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, and so on. Very clearly it is observable. 29, 2A, 28, 2C, 2B, 2D, 2E, 2F, 30, 31, 32, and so on. It executes for all 255. Isn't it? And after 255 again it will start from 0, I think. Isn't it? Because it is while 1, infinite loop is there. So if you observe it, then it starts 6, 0, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 9, 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D, 6E, 6F, 7, 0. It will go up to FF and then it will become 0, 0. 7A, 7B, 7C, 7D, 7E, 7F, 80. So just half count is completed, isn't it? It is 8 now. Then it goes to F, that is 16. 88 F, 8, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 9A, 9B, 9C, 9D, 9E, 9F, A0, A1, A2, A means 10, isn't it? 1010. A, EAF, B0, 1011. B is 1011, 11, 1011. BA, BB, BC, BD, BE, BF, C0, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, 1100. C is 1100. It is 12, 13, 14, 15. Three numbers are remaining. D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, DA, DB, DC, DD, DE, DF, and E0. After E there will be F, and after F, F, all will become 0, isn't it? Z loop will be executed again from 0, as a while 1 is there, infinite loop. Yes, FA, FB, FC, FD, FE, FF, and 00. Isn't it? So it will start again. So Z will start again from 0. Z started from 0. Okay. So in this way, it executes for infinite loop. And with the help of this EMS delay, now we are able to observe it very clearly. And with this EMS delay 20 and 250, we can execute other programs we have executed yesterday, so that we can clearly observe number of times, whether it is 4 times executed, whether it is 20 times executed, 10 times executed, everything will very clearly observe it. Because yesterday we have used unknown delay, so those delays are not properly making a visible output. Okay, so I will stop this code execution. I will stop the debug. Okay, and we'll stop for today the lecture. Okay, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.